So as our continuous improvement initiative was gaining traction and starting to involve folks from around the firm, we wanted to very simply create some sort of a Kaizen board. We wanted one place where people could go to see all of the improvement that was happening around the firm, where they could make suggestions, where they could offer input. Transparency is one of our fundamental tenets to improvement. In order to really drive culture change, we wanted everyone to see what was happening, and we wanted to be fully transparent about all of our improvement, no matter how strategic or business metric focused it happened to be. But we operate in 7 offices around the country, and I'm a huge fan of simple solutions when a simple solution will work. I much prefer simple over sexy if the simple is going to not become a barrier. The fanciest technology on the planet looks really slick, but if it causes people to not use something because it's too hard to figure out how to turn it on or remember your password, then it doesn't do us any good. And as much as I wanted a simple whiteboard with some magnets and an eraser, we just couldn't manage that across 7 offices. So we looked for a digital version of the Kaizen board, and we found a platform called KaiNexus that actually wound up in the end offering us a whole series of things we didn't realize we needed until we started our work. And so through the KaiNexus platform, folks are able to see anywhere in the firm what's going on. It acts not only as a virtual Kaizen board, but as really a robust project management tool. It hadn't occurred to us when we started this that if we were successful and lots of people started submitting opportunities for improvement and working on ideas for process change, we were suddenly going to have to track and manage all of that process change. We were going to need a place to store information and content that was generated, and a way for people who weren't directly involved with the project to track its evolution. And so shared drives and network folders and documents with terrible file names are all not a good way to work. And KaiNexus, because it's a cloud-based solution, offers us a way to sort of achieve and overcome all of that in one very elegant and very intuitive platform. It's easy to use, it's not complicated, and I knew that we were on the right path when our COO, who is no spring chicken, was working on an improvement project, and I asked him to send us a copy of the outline for a training program he'd been tasked with creating. And he very wryly replied that I would find it where it belonged, posted on KaiNexus. So, touche, George. It's easy enough for George to use, and if George can use it, anybody can. Right now at Array, we have a pretty wide variety of improvement work going on. Any change is good change, and we're happy to take any opportunity to study something that one of our staff members brings forward to us, or that one of our senior leaders deems as perhaps a key opportunity for rapid change or rapid improvement. Right now we have sort of 2 examples I like to give because I think they show the variety of change that's happening and the idea that really any change is good change. We recently moved into a new headquarters, and as part of our firm's ongoing commitment to sustainability, we used it as an opportunity to get rid of all of our disposable dishware in our pantry and our bistro. So as part of our effort to make sure that there was no difficulty making that transition, we installed 2 dishwashers in our new space and thought we'd set up a very simple process, one clean, one dirty. Turned out that that wasn't quite so simple, and there was often confusion about which one was clean and which one was dirty. And so one of our staff members submitted an opportunity for improvement, an OI, through KaiNexus, our virtual Kaizen board. And pretty rapidly, our industrial engineer and our graphic designer got together, decided they could repurpose a pair of magnetic name tags that we use for our interviews, make a very quick, dirty, and clean, on-brand magnet, and poof, we solved the problem. That was a Just Do It project that I think took us all about an hour to fix. At the same time, we had another staff member submit a suggestion that perhaps we weren't being as rigorous as we could be with our annual employee review process. Our employees are our greatest resource and really our only true resource. We're thought leaders and we provide a knowledge-based service. And so our staff are our most important asset. And to think that perhaps we weren't getting the best value we could out of a resource management or employee review process was obviously a huge gap that we realized we needed to fill immediately. And so we convened a cross-disciplinary team that represented upstream and downstream customers and stakeholders. and over a period of several months completely reinvented the way that we handle employee reviews and created a much more robust process that is bidirectional and continuous throughout the year and doesn't rely on the notion of a once a year annual checkpoint. And those are two examples of sort of a pretty diverse continuum of improvement work, all of which is being managed under our continuous improvement initiative and tracked and available to everyone on our KaiNexus board.